Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here's Moore to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. That's caught. It's Simmons. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tough run here. It's sticky. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. No huddle here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Trying to find the end zone. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They're going back to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you're looking like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw one first. Way off target there.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Hudson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Hammond. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Buying time to his right. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman Williams. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Got enough space, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Rush right in his face. Got room at the 35. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. More play action. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dante Moore gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. This time on target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Look out! And it's a sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Dickey. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
A host of defenders there to make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock is winding out here in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Francis. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Sticky. Knocked down immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first, but I got to react.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on fourth down. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They'll go to the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finding, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. this tackle will start the drive. The offense ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hooks. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. It's caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Deep in the end zone, it's Ncaa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Davison. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And stress levels have to have spiked after a delay of game backs you up for another 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Hill. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Behind to crease, it's Sticky. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick give. It's Sticky. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Left side is Carpenter. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game,